Hi gamers! Today I got a special episode for you. I got my very first guest and he has something very special to show you. So, welcome Valtteri.
Hi gamers, and thanks Janne for inviting me.
No problem. So Valtteri, you work for PlayStation here in Finland, but this is something, a little project of your own, am I right?
Yeah, even though I work in the industry, I'm a bit of a collector, and here we have the first year's worth of PS4 releases in Europe. So we have 85 retail games here, and it should be a complete collection.
Okay, so I think people are dying to see what came out for the PS4 in its first year, so let's go through this one by one.
Alright, let's start. First up we have a air combat game which is set in Vietnam called Air Conflicts Vietnam. And yeah, not much to say about this game, but looks like a PS2 game, like a retro game on the PS4.
But hey, you gotta collect them all, that's part of the deal.
That's right, you got to get the bad with the good ones. And thank God this one is a good game. Alien Isolation, a great revival of the IP for consoles, and a good horror game which really rustles my jimmies. Next, another licensed game, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. You're Spider-Man. Then a Finnish game, Angry Birds Star Wars. A port from the mobile, same levels, but this time you get trophies on the PS4. One of my favorites in this next generation of gaming, also of course released on the last gen consoles, but Assassin's Creed Black Flag, one of my favorites in the series. Definitely enjoyed this a lot. And then the newest installment in that series, Assassin's Creed Unity. Spectacular looking game, really, despite the 900p resolution, looks absolutely stunning. I'm still working on this one, got like 30 hours in it, and the missions just don't stop. And of course we got the Collector's Edition, the Notre Edition for the Assassin's Creed Unity. I'm still here behind this big box, but yeah, you got a nice statue with this, a small art book, and of course the game, but the cat isn't included. Then some FPS gaming, Battlefield 4, one of the launch wave titles for the PS4. Yeah, FPS in modern environments. Then a smaller release, Bound by Flame, a fantasy RPG, goes great with Dragon Age and such. So another smaller release for the PS4, but I don't think many people have heard about this. Zero marketing, but you should check it out. I hear good things about this. Next up, another FPS game, the newest one of them, and it's of course the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Really enjoyed the first player campaign here, and was a good old Hollywood spectacle, and a great ride, really next gen graphics also. Then the older Call of Duty Ghosts, which was also released with the Prestige Edition, which includes a tactical camera, not that big of a box this time, and as you already saw, the Atlas Limited Edition of the Advanced Warfare was even smaller, so the COD collector's items are getting smaller, and the Prestige Edition of Ghosts also included this great looking steel book with the game's key art in it. Then another weird release. This is Child of Light from Ubisoft, a artsy RPG platformer. This was also released in physical form as this cardboard edition, which also includes an art book and some collectible items.
But that one doesn't include a game disc, right?
Yeah, it's only a downloadable code inside, but it's still a physical release, so we gotta get it. Then perhaps one of the biggest releases for the PS4 this year, Destiny This here is the limited edition Ghost Edition Steelbook, and a great MMO light game, which doesn't come in a light box, but we have here the Ghost Edition, which was actually pretty rare, and I'm happy to got this finally. So if you're into MMO and FPS, definitely check out Destiny.
Yeah, Destiny is easily my most played PlayStation 4 game so far. Really liking it.
Then another port from PC, but this time I hear good things about Diablo 3, the Ultimate Evil Edition, and people are telling me that if you're gonna play Diablo, you gotta play it with on the consoles because of the loot differences and the button layouts, and it's a great game. I really enjoyed it. I played this on the PC when it was first released. Next, we got something for the families. This is a Disney Infinity 2.0, this time with the Marvel superheroes, and we also got here the starter pack, which includes Iron Man, Thor, and Black Widow characters, and the base to start playing. Next up, Dragon Age Inquisition. Really great reviews for this one, and fantasy RPG, huge world, tons of gameplay. Gonna sink my teeth into this one properly soon. Then the first exclusive game for the PS4 from Evolution Studios, Driveclub. Gorgeous looking game, great gameplay and drivability, and I really enjoyed this. Got the platinum trophy from that game. Then long running series, Dynasty Warriors 8, Xtreme Legends Complete Edition. Had to look at the spine for that monster of a name, but a Musou game where just you're a samurai and you hack and slash your way through big battles, and yeah, another one of those. My favorite sports game next, or sports, not the game, but UFC, some ultimate fighting here, one man against one, and this time also with Venom. So a great combat game here, a bit of a different beat 'em up than the rest. Another horror game to go along with Alien Isolation, this time with Shinji Mikami, the creator behind Resident Evil. This is The Evil Within, with a cool limited edition lenticular box here. And my favorite game so far this year, Far Cry 4. I really enjoyed Far Cry 3 and especially Blood Dragon, and Far Cry 4 was also released in this Kyrat Edition. Also includes a statue, some collectibles, and a good looking box. Not really liking this cardboard here, but great content, and really enjoy the game. Then on to the next stack, we got a couple of FIFA games, FIFA 14 and FIFA 15. Well, it's soccer from EA, and it has a new competitor now with Pro Evolution Soccer 2015, but a big seller for the sports fans. Then Final Fantasy: A Realm Reborn, another MMO game, and this was also released with a collector's edition, which is really pretty, and includes a big art book in here and some soundtracks and maps of the game. Really enjoy this packaging, something a bit special. Then Fluckers. This is another smaller release, also of course released in digital form, but also got a retail version here. This is a puzzly platformer for the families. Then perhaps the biggest release of the year, Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PS4. Enjoyed it a hell of a lot when it came out, and have to see if I got the time to play the FPS mode again on the PS4. Then we got two Infamous games. Infamous First Son, which was released first, and then the First Light add-on, which was already also got the standalone release here. And I have to say that I enjoyed Fetch as a character more, and her superpowers were really something to look at, and good release also on physical form. And these are of course exclusive for the PS4, and if you're wondering why does Infamous's Second Son's cover look like this, it was included in the collector's edition version of the game, which has this cool little denim jacket to protect your game. Then we have Injustice: Gods Among Us, a great beat-em-up game with all kinds of darker superheroes. Also very competitively capable game. This is being played at fighting game tournaments, and it's a solid beat-em-up game. Then a couple of dancing games, Just Dance 14 and 15. Well, if you have a PS camera, you can get quite a lot of fun out of these two, but great stuff for the families and for parties. Killzone Shadowfall, exclusively for the PS4, one of the launch games, really looks spectacular and has some great gameplay innovations as well from Guerrilla Studios, Sony's own studios. Following with the exclusives, Knack is a platformer for perhaps the younger audience, but also a quite hard game. I started playing this on the hard difficulty, and yeah, it was pretty hard. Took me I think a couple of 20 hours or so to beat, but was a real challenge for a great gamer like me. Still managed to beat it, but yeah, enough about Knack. One of the biggest exclusives for the PS4 next, The Last of Us Remastered. Many people and media say that this is one of the best games released ever on any console. So here we have it on the PS4 now with higher quality textures, 1080p graphics, and it also includes all the DLC. Great buy if you haven't played it before. Then more sports, but this time a bit of a different sport. I'm not sure which territories really sell this game in big quantities, but it's Tour de France. So it's a road cycling game, and yeah, if you're into cycling, this is pretty much your only choice in gaming world. Then we got actually 4 different Lego games. We got Lego the movie, the video game, Lego the Hobbit, Lego Marvel Superheroes, and Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. Great games for the whole family, a lot to play in these, and they're a good use for the last license, these Lego games. I know that Janne has played these with his son.
Yeah, we sure have.
Next, another exclusive for the PS4, Little Big Planet 3, also with the really beautiful steel case here. This was a pre-order incentive in some territories, not in Finland, but I still managed to get one, and this version is the Extras edition with additional DLC content. Also, one of the bit of a surprising releases this year, Lords of the Fallen. This is a Dark Souls or Demon Souls type of game, really challenging for the players, and you really need to know your opponents, and does look good. And this was also released in conjunction with a collector's item, a collector's edition. Another big box included a pretty cool looking bust statue and some DLC and art books and the like. Then, of course, we need more sports. Here we have 2 different Madden games, Despite the numbering, Madden 25 was released first. This is an anniversary edition, so that's why they have the 25 here, commemorating the 25th birthday of the series, and then Madden 15, the latest release of the game. Great NFL American football games. Then the prequel for one of the most anticipated PS4 games, Metal Gear Solid: The Phantom Pain. Here we have the Ground Zeroes standalone release on disc. Good way of teasing yourself on what's to come. And next up, Metro Redux includes Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light redone. Redux for the PS4, a cheaper release, not full price, and you get two great games. Already looked fantastic on the PC, and now on the console they've been redone and look really next gen. Great games also. Let's clean these up before these fall to the floor. Taking a risk here to move them all at once. All right. Onwards, said the grandma in the snow. It's a Finnish proverb.
Some Finnish humor there for you.
Yeah. This one, Shadow of Mordor, Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor, has been said to be one of the most next-gen games for this generation, not because of the graphical fidelity, but because of the Nemesis system, which has been really well received among the gamers and the reviewers. So definitely you have to check this one out just for that gameplay system. Doesn't need any introductions. Minecraft, a huge phenomenon, also now available on the PS4. This is the one American release that I have in my collection, MLB 14, and basketball game. No, I meant baseball game. And this has also, of course, been released digitally here in Europe, but I just had to have this one as physical, so this is a US version here. Then more sports, Motogp 14 for the motorists out there who want to ride their cycles on the track. Then Murdered Soul Suspect, Murdered Soul Suspect limited edition here. This is a detective game where you try to solve your own murder. This one is the limited edition here. Another motorcycle game, the last one was on track. This one is Motocross game, another of the smaller known or less known releases for the PS4. Actually pretty okay if you played or drive this from the first person view. Some JRPGs here from NIS America, another smaller release, Natural Doctrine. And then we get to the real basketball games. We got two contenders here, the definitive game series for the basketball fans, 2K series, NBA 2K14, and now the newest one, NBA 2K15. Really spectacular games. A hard learning curve, but you can't get any closer to any sports game than these do. And the contender for those is of course EA, who has released NBA Live 14 and NBA Live 15. The 14 was a bit of a miss for EA, but 15 has fixed a lot of those issues which were still in the 14. So, but I still recommend you go with the 2K series for this sport on your console. Then Need for Speed. You have to have Need for Speed on every console generation, and Rivals is the latest one in this series, and a pretty nice open world racing game also platted this in the release, so gotta enjoy that one. A Finn favorite next, EA's NHL 15. Less played all around the world if you compare it to FIFA or even Madden or such, but this is a really nice game gameplay wise. Some of the features that have been present in the later or the previous installments of the game didn't get into this one, the next gen version, but I really enjoyed fast paced and great gameplay in this ice hockey game. Next up, Pinball Arcade, my personal favorite. Been playing this for countless of hours, and there is a great story behind this. This is a Farsight Studios is the developer. They actually buy and scan real life pins to digitize in the game, so they even emulate all the motherboards in the game in the classical pins and recreate every rule and physics that's ported then in digital form. Really a great game, and also available in digital download, so if you can't find it in retail, go ahead and treat yourself and get the digital version. Then a nice little colorful shooter from third-person view, Garden Warfare, and Plants vs Zombies themed, of course, and you play as the plants or the zombies here, and you got co-op missions and also the regular multiplayer shoot 'em up here, so I really enjoyed this one too. Then the contender for FIFA, there's also of course PES or Pro Evolution Soccer or Winning 11 in Japan. I guess it's also Winning 11 in the States, I'm not quite sure, but another good rival for the FIFA, and I guess that if you're into gameplay only, then the PES is actually the better game this time around, but FIFA of course has all the ultimate football stuff, which PES hasn't really gotten to that level yet, but great game for the soccer fans out there. Then we have Putty Squad, a Rayman-esque platformer, and yeah, I don't know how many territories got this in as retail, but also available in digital form. Then we got Rabbids Invasion, the interactive TV show. This is a minigame collection with the license of the Rabbids TV show, so yeah, family fun. Next is the best platforming game I have played, I might even say ever. Despite my love for all the Mario games and Sonic games, I still have to say that this is the one to beat at the moment for me.
I might have something to object on that, but let's just keep it a PlayStation 4 video.
But yeah, not taking anything away from Mario games, but this is so polished and such a great artwork and everything. And but I would like to add that if you have Wii U, also play this one on the Wii U because of the controls and the gamepad. It's even better on Wii U, but awesome game. Then we have Rocksmith, the all new 2014 edition. This is of course the guitar trainer for your console, so you actually hook this up with the included hardware to your actual real-life guitar, and this game or software, I might say, helps you to learn how to play guitar. And I've heard from some of my friends that it actually works. So Ubisoft has worked with this quite a long time now, and it's getting better and better every year. Also available for the PS4 at the moment. And then on to the last stack of the games, starting with have to check it out, Samurai Warriors 4. This is a special anime pack. It includes a DVD, another Muso game. Yeah, that's enough of that. Then Shadow Warrior from Devolver Digital, the publisher for the games like Hotline Miami and other great, a bit obscure games and just pure violence in here. You just split people up with your katana and from first person view, so yeah, action packed. Then we got Crimes and Punishment from the Sherlock Holmes series, a detective game in the lines of Murder Soul Suspect, but this time with a well-known detective, and yeah, a puzzle game a bit more relaxed than all the action games. A great choice if you want to wind down and tease your brain a little bit. Then we get to the SingStar series. Of course, PlayStation platform exclusives available for the PS3 and PS4. Here we have the International Ultimate Party Edition, but also the Finnish Suomi Bileet Edition, which includes completely different songs to sing and has 25 Finnish songs. SingStar Ultimate Party was released in Spain and I guess in Germany with a bit of a different song list, so there are different SKUs available for this, but I only have these two. We saw Disney Infinity 2.0 earlier, but here are the Activision's weapons against that. We have Skylanders, Swap Force and Trap Team, and these of course come with the starter packs. Swap Force was released first from these two, and the starter pack includes the base and the figures here. And then we have the limited edition or the dark edition of the Trap Team here, and the gameplay mechanics have been revised in this, and you also got these different traps where you can trap different kind of animals to use later in the game. This also includes some custom color schemed heroes here, which are not available individually sold, so the dark edition varies from the normal starter pack in that way. Then we have another port or remake for the next generation from last, and this is the Sleeping Dogs. And you might say that this is the GTA 5 set in the East, in Japan and in China. So you got great vistas here, and yeah, the edition is pretty sleek looking too. Definitely a game you should check it out if you're into crime and violence open world games. And here we have Sniper Elite 3, a game where you can shoot Hitler in the face with a sniper rifle. Basically just a sniper game. Get in position, mark your targets, and see their bodies get deformed by the bullet's trajectory when it pierces your organs, and in a cool X-ray vision. Then a couple of Telltale games as Walking Dead games, now also available on PS4. You have the first season, also including the 400 Days DLC, and the complete second season, both on disc versions. Sadly, you cannot transfer your save from the last generation consoles to these, so that was a little bit of a letdown for me, because I had played the first season on PS3, and now I just have to start playing the second season on PS4 without my previous choices in the story. But still a great game, really emotional and story-driven point-and-click game. Next up we have Thief. This is the Nordic Limited Edition with a lenticular slipcase covering a steel case. I'm not quite sure where do you get this, but nevertheless it is very beautiful, and I love the art here with not that much graphics, and just the logo would be actually even better without the logo, but still. Yeah, this is a kind of a reboot for the series, or sequel if you will, but you're a thief and you try to be stealthy and get the goods. Next we have Tomb Raider, the Definitive Edition, a true reboot for the series. You get to learn why Lara Croft became the woman she is today. and one of my favorite games from the last generation. Definitely check this out in the definitive edition if you haven't done so yet. Then, with all these great games, we get some crap between. This is a licensed game for the Transformers, The Rise of the Dark Spark. Not that great, but I guess if you're a fan of the series, this is the best you can get. But yeah, I'm skipping it myself. But you got to get it into the collection. Then, one Finnish-developed game here, Trials Fusion from Red Links. It's a great thing to have Trials now on the PS4 platform or PlayStation platform, and yeah, a great multiplayer game and a real challenging game if you want to clear all the single player tracks.
Yeah, Trials Fusion is probably my favorite exclusive PlayStation 4 game. Maybe Resogun, kind of tough to decide between those two, but go Finland.
Yeah, some great stuff. Yes, we got these Warriors games, and next Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate, and yeah, another Muso game, your samurai hack and slash. People have quite a lot of opinions about this game, a big new IP from Ubisoft, Watch Dogs. I enjoyed it, but I bet the sequel is going to be greater. The black, really cool looking steel case came with the DedSec edition. Cool box like this. A collector's item also includes a statue of Aiden Pierce. Then we continue with the Telltale's latest, The Wolf Among Us. Really enjoyed this one. A bit of a surprising setting. I hadn't read the comics before, and just started playing it and really fell in love with this. Great storytelling, great art style again. Oh, there's the thief in the middle trying to steal the bags. Let's go. Third last game here, Wolfenstein the New Warrior. I keep saying this, but these games just this been really good year for the PlayStation 4. A great sequel into the series. I hear really good things about this as well. Looks good, plays good, and isn't that generic FPS game. And it has good story parts and a lot of choice to approach different situations. You can just blast your way through or go in stealthily. And this is the occupied edition of that game. Of course, you need to have Worms on your consoles, and Worms Battlegrounds is the version that PS4 has gotten. Well, Worms is Worms. You're a worm and you battle other worms, and great multiplayer fun. And then we get to the last one. It's WWE 2K15. It's a show fighting game or show wrestling game from 2K, and yeah, if you're into WWE or wrestling overall, I guess this is the best you can get today. So here we go. The first year for PS4, 85 retail games here. I think the overall quality is actually pretty good, and we'll see, we'll get the better games or even better games in 2015 when Bloodborne, The Order and Uncharted 4 comes out, and great exclusives coming. And for the end, I'd just like to show you some of the a bit more rarer stuff for the PS4. These are press kits, and let's see. Janne, can you help me out a little bit here?
I sure can.
So let's begin at the beginning. When PS4 was launched, some people in the press also got this kind of a media kit, which includes 5 of the launch games and a personalized message. And this is pretty limited. These weren't manufactured that many, and these weren't commercially available. So when you open it up, you can see that you have this Persplex stand here, which says for the players, and this is personalized for me, for my nickname. You got a catalog which shows what's coming in the next generation, the games, the services, the hardware, and then you also get the press kit here, where you can find 5 games to review. You have Killzone Shadowfall, Knack, Lego, Marvel Superheroes, Assassin's Creed Black Flag and Call of Duty Ghosts, all in the same package. So yeah, I would say that this is the most prized possession in my PS4 collection. This is pretty rare, and it's of course great to have it personalized just for me. Bit of a mistake there, packing it up. Janne's smile told me that you're doing it wrong.
Well, it's not easy unboxing stuff, let alone putting them back into the box, so you're doing okay.
Yeah, thanks. Then we have the press kit for the infamous Second Son in this weird plastic bag, which includes more plastic bags. I'm sorry this isn't that completely mint, but you have these evidence bags in here which contain the game disc here with a custom print on it, some print assets in this bag, and the Delsin beanie hat also, which I already have in use in my other room, but that's the same hat that's also included in the collector's edition of the game. But yeah, another limited run, not commercially available edition for the infamous here. Then I also have the Driveclub press kit, which includes discs for 3 different drivers. So the reason behind something like this is that you send this to certain media partners to review. So because it's a multiplayer game, they can have three drivers in the same club and experience the whole game together. So each of these leaflets contain the disc, and one of them is in use for me to play. And the last one is the Little Big Planet 3 press kit, and I've been keeping this one mint. I haven't torn apart that ripcord there, but you can see the unboxing of this at Janne's channel, where he graciously opens his one up. So yeah, the year 1 for PlayStation 4 is here. You saw every game. Let me know in the comments if you have a retail game that I didn't have, and I'll be happy to hear about those. And thanks for Kaitila, Janne, FinGamer for showing my collection to the world. Thanks.
Thanks for coming. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.